Okay, we're ready to go. Yeah, so last time we made it through most of layer 6 we kind of had to bail because we ran into the sort of new abyssal layer end and we took out most of the high level monsters in there, but we had one thrashing horror that we didn't really have a great where am I gonna put this on? This on B. We didn't really have a great answer to. And then we ran into Rupert, which we definitely didn't have the best answer to. I mean, at this point, we could cast Conjure Ball Lightning and probably kill Rupert pretty easily. But miscasts are a bit high. There's no real reason to go pushing it right now. We haven't even explored, I don't think, D11 or D12, which is certainly a lot easier than you know, fighting Rupert and what's a Hornet. Saw that, and I saw a Hornet, and it registered Hornet, but I thought to myself, Killer Bee. Not that it really matters too much. Ooh, Distillery, nice. Yeah, definitely want the heal wounds. Sure, we'll take that. Take another Potion of Magic. Brilliance isn't bad. Are we on Curing? We're still pretty good. Hoping to get more Teleport. Let's go ahead and grab this too. Some identification going, might pot. There are gloves. Do we have gloves? We do. Drop that. Hint helm. I don't know that we're going to bother wearing this leather armor. I have a feeling we're going to find something better and it's not super Ooh, what is this? Huh. Well, that's certainly a helmet, but Star Corrode isn't amazing. It's not the biggest deal for us if we get corroded. Will is like sort of useful. I might actually carry this around and if I fight some really nasty like Banisher, I could swap to it. Potentially. We can probably just lightning bolt this guy. Just static him. Okay. You know, he is, now he's got us without much HP, or I'm sorry, MP left. It's our poly here. Glowing, that's a little bit nasty. Swamp Worm, nasty. Mana Viper, nasty. Interesting that Swamp Worm is not even yellow. I think their damage, I guess their damage, yeah, I think that's the threat algorithm not quite being accurate. What are we gonna hit this guy with exactly? It's Confusing Touch. It's a decent option. Okay. Just kind of moving away from this guy. There we go. Nice. Still hits hard enough to be mildly concerned about him. Speaking of crazy banishers, doesn't she have banish? She does. It only has a 3% chance right now, though. So it depends on how much you care about that 3% chance. Do I care enough to wear that? I guess I do. I mean, right? 3%? Fireball feels so weak. Yeah, it's probably going to especially feel weak since I have RF+. Yeah, it happens. I've had some recent banishments in sort of mid-game and death, and I'd like to avoid it here. I just don't have a lot of teleport and I'm slow, so it's not a good recipe for this character right now. What I'd like to do is Ah, she went invis, but not exactly a power move against somebody who has an 8C invis. Oh, okay. And she blinked. Okay. Oh. There she... Wow, okay. Kill with poison spin, I guess. Well, anyway, for whatever value that play was, I reduced the chance of banishment to something infinitesimally small, so... Oh, hey, look. Not gonna bother. Hey! Did I just pick up 3? I did, and another one. That's what we like. Now we're getting a little bit back on track with the teleports. And a potion of magic. Immolation, I mean, it's kind of cool to have in Staff of Poison. Not going to be as useful for us, unfortunately. I like those 4 teleports, though. God, the Immolate. Perhaps not ideal to, Oh, well, guess I got outplayed there. It's okay. Hey, one shot. It's again with the 2-headed ogres. Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna use Immo, Orc is a great branch to use it in, that's for sure. So I have a feeling I will probably forget to use it. Not sure what I'm really doing with this. I've managed to hit him 0 times. And then I kill him with 1 hit of Ice Blast. Interesting. Kind of unexpected. Orc is on D10. Yeah, I haven't been... That's it, you know, I unlearned Inner Flame. I never got to use it. So I don't know. Hey. I would like that. I'd like to wear that. Oh, we also have G-Spirit. That's pretty good. I mean... I'm gonna use a scroll, that's nice. Anything I can unlearn at this point? Probably. At some point we're gonna get close to perhaps not caring about... Well, you know, Scorch isn't really gonna do as much work for us. Cause fear and confusing touch. Cyan ugly thing. It's not the color I want. Good thing I can change it. Boy, this thing does not get damaged easily. Probably should have set that up better. Good use of polymorph instantly changes the color of any very ugly thing. Six-headed Hydra. Just lightning bolt it down. The scale is Lissid. Pretty good scale. Fortunately, I think it would make my Conjure Ball Lightning very difficult to cast. It's armor to consider. Oh, look who it is. I want to poly this guy. Jumping Spiders, Cyclops. Yeah, those sound fine. Kind of cheap right now. So I guess we do really need to think about... Oh, hey. That's what we like. That is good. That's a big AC boost. Gotta start thinking now about... Hey, that's cool too. Looks like this character wants to go melee. Oh, hello. Hello. I think I can lose 1 EV for 6 more int. Thank you very much. That's pretty good. Very helpful. Just got significantly stronger. Strong enough to... This feels like a bad spot to cast. Hey, get wrecked. Now, what I would like is to have access. Oh, Deep Elf Knight. That's pretty nasty, actually. All those would be pretty good results. Unfortunately, 14%, so we're not going to go that route probably. Like to avoid using any big resources here. What's power chance? Yeah, it's not very good. He doesn't resist cold. What is that targeter doing? Oh, I see. There's no reflect opportunity here. I don't think, yeah, using touch is a good option. It's just going to take a bunch of hits. The only concern is he has Icicle, which does hurt, and Force Lance, honestly, and I'm standing next to a wall on top of things. Also, I think I'm in range of it. So, Magic Pot could help solve issues here. I think he's pretty evasive. What is, yeah, it's only a 45% chance to hit. That's not great. Conjure Ball Lightning will probably work. Yeah. One cast, Arlek. Yeah, at least he said it at the same time. I was like, do I have any other options here? Probably not. I'm very cautious about these early characters and not setting up CBL situations that get you in a lot of trouble, but sometimes the answer is just go ahead and risk it a little bit. And you can see you end up taking some hits with it. Arlek, it's not too bad. Robo Folly CBL, yeah, that does sound fun. Oh. Okay, well that's certainly a thing. Might poly this, Can I poly you? Deep Trawl, Salamander, Moth of Wrath. Moderately concerning. I think I'll, There we go. Good old static. Ooh, okay. Okay. Wow, this vault is bringing the pain here. I guess I should have realized that. Okay, so now he's dazed for all the good that does me. Problem is I only really have one shot here. A lot of heat coming out of this vault. I should have realized that. Teleport could be fine. What does this guy have? Do like a glaive? Oh, just a, wow, a hand axe. Interesting. Can I finish him off with just crap? That's the question. Probably. The issue is I need to get the hell out of Dodge. So I can rest up. Okay, here we go. Okay. Yeah, this is kind of an awful level for CVL antics because of these like narrow corridors leading into a completely enclosed vault. Here we go, more of the same. Alright, let's try some... Okay, that's good. Anything else could come out this way without flanking me? Hey, more teleport. I like it. Yeah, it's all about, like, expending resources but trying to spend the right ones and, you know. At this point, I'm trying to think of, like... So I haven't really thought of God choice for the Switch. We kind of want to do it right around now so that we can kind of get it over with before we're getting into layer branches and having to deal with it when life is really hard. It would be kind of convenient to go Sif just because I would never run out of MP. But when you have to get to that piety level, it's tempting to take a god that solves, like, you can't die issues really quickly. Like, Rue is not a bad pick because you can take a big sacrifice and get piety fast. Sif is a pretty weak choice, but it's natural for this character for what I'm doing with it, at least. Yeah. At least he loves the things that increase damage. Anything that increases damage, at least he loves it. Be it to the player, to monsters, it almost, you know, it's all the same. I guess Usk, in the case of Usk, it's all to the monsters. The problem is that Usk doesn't... Usk is like a good, like, worship and get something strong right away god, to be clear. Usk doesn't give you any panic buttons, it just gives you a lot of damage. So, you know, if you get those fire elementals, you can hopefully kill them. I would feel more comfortable with it if I was doing, like... What, Hey, look what spell we have, Lacey. You know? I mean, I have to say, it's a pretty nice spell for dealing with fire elementals, is it not? Yeah, what the fuck? He's like, dude, stop talking. Amnesia spell and learn it now. Yeah, I have to admit, that's an... I wasn't thinking of it. In fact, I searched for transloc and it matched it? Why did... Something in the description? Transmute? Trans... Oh, I probably just searched for trans and it matched transmutation is my guess. Yeah, that... Honestly, its spell power is going to be kind of not very good, but that does seem a pretty good option for dealing with those fire elementals, right? Because they can only do anything to you if they're adjacent. So, I mean, seems pretty good. I was going to look for Blink, which would also be good. Fire elementals are fast. You don't kill them. Wow, you don't need power? Okay. We need a robe that sets your spell power to like 5, and so we can test Lacey's love for low power irradiate. I'm not saying it would be a useless spell, but it probably wouldn't be very good. But yeah, I don't know what my spell power is, but yeah, that does sound like a pretty good option to me. And it's castable right now, right? Pretty much. What am I training right now? Some spell casting? Okay, so we need to Amnesia just to level 1. I mean Scorch at this point. And then we can get a little bit of cheap, just like some spell casting success and cheap spell power. We don't have to get much. Just to get the fail rate down a bit very quickly. Sadly. Yeah, sadly. I haven't done Zen in a long time. Zen is like the ultimate, like, yeah, sacrifice your gold. I don't actually have all that much. I don't think I would even, I don't know how much piety 400 would get me, but I haven't like lucked into a whole lot of gold, unfortunately. I am going to Orc, so I'd have to, if I did it post Orc, I would have a lot, but, and of course, eats into shops, but you know, shops can sometimes just be terrible. I mean, what do you think, Lacey? I think actually probably trying the Switch now is probably better because Wrath in Orc, like, I'm not too scared of it, right? Doesn't really seem like it's particularly dangerous in Orc. I guess I go up against Orc Sorcerers with RF0, which kind of sucks, but CBL, I don't really care about Orc Sorcerers all that much. They're Bolt of Fire, meh. So it does feel kind of good, and the sooner... Oh, the other thing I could do really fast is... Actually, I should save that. I'm going to save going back and tracing through levels for post-worship because no point in drawing it out. So I think I have like every god... I don't think... I think they're immune to... I think they have infinite will, Lacey. Pretty sure. They're non-living. They should have infinite. Yeah, you can't... Confusing touch checks will and cause fear checks will. So yeah, I thought about that, but you can't. Oh yeah, Orc Sorcerers, yeah. Or just like CBL. Cause fear, right, should get them to run away. It's a little bit iffy, like going in for confusing touch or whatever. I don't have many other hexes. I don't know if I have any other available. I could check because I do have some hexes trained. I mean, Sif isn't optimal, and this is kind of a crap character in some ways. So I feel bad about going Sif. I could take Gozag. Is Gozag the play? Gozag is certainly some safety, but I don't have a lot of gold right now, so it's not like I can really potion petition a lot. I want to go Sif because I hate not having MP. Although AE, how much MP... Is MP gonna be much of an issue? I mean, there's getting more spells. I actually have a decent set. But I am missing, like, I don't know. I don't have Chain. Yeah. Maybe I'll just stick with that plan. I can't say I recommend this, but... Ignis Blazes with a Vengeful Fury, burns away your resistance. So what this means is regardless of anything you have equipped, any innate mutations, no matter what, so mummies included, you have RF0 now. And Ignis will periodically send fire elementals, like 2 to 3, maybe 4, I don't know what the max is. And also periodically like buff random orcs with like fire attacks. I guess that is an issue for Orc potentially because there's an awful lot of monsters for him to buff, and I don't know how selective Ignis is. Okay, where do we have? Down in Devesa? Is this fully explored? No. No, you don't have RF0. You have RF0. See what I'm not sure what you mean. You actually get set to RF0. As a mummy. You're talking about as a mummy, you actually get set to RF0. Yeah, it's kind of confusing, but you just get RF0. Yeah, see? RF0. You don't get RF minus. You just get your RF set to RF0, even if you're a mummy. And it doesn't matter. I'll take off... well, no, I don't have on. That's right. I was getting it through Ignis. Yeah, so it just neutralizes your RF. And even if you had negative, it's neutral. So it's kind of funny that way. It's actually sort of a buff for mummies, but if you had a way to get RF plus before, you don't now. You just have RF0. And then when the Wrath... Yeah, Ignis is better than you thought. When the Wrath wears off, obviously, that all goes away. You lose this special RF0 status, and your RF works normally. Good morning, Cole Commuter. All right. On to flame. Anything in a shop still? I still have that, 8. Oh, hey, gonna know that. There's that boulder beetle, I think. Wow, more teleport. Thing is, I don't really want to get caught with, Identify. Torment. There they are. Okay. So now we're going to test out Lisi's theory here. Very cool. Did I? Thank you, Irradiate. Okay. Those miscasts were not very fun, but... Yep, just like you said. Oh, look at the new mutation. I didn't know that this had merged. Do you get the ASCII in the top right from your RC file? No, I'm actually playing on console, and what I'm doing is I'm capturing parts of my console window and showing it on stream. You can spectate somebody in console if you want, regardless of how they're playing. The way crawl works is sort of weird in that, like, it innately kind of outputs console output. So on all the online servers, almost all of them, not all of them support this, like the Australian and Korean servers don't. You can log in and spectate somebody playing in tiles and see their console output. But I actually play on console and I just capture part of my console window, but I show the web tiles because that's what most people are familiar with. But yeah, this is the new mutation description interface. In fact, we can probably... Oh, no, that's not a mutation. Fair enough. So, yeah, I can see spit poison. This is new in trunk. It's these extended, detailed... But, yeah, if you play games... you can also watch back your games for the servers that do support console play, which most of them do. Sorry, Lisi, that boulder beetle's now no longer going to be able to kill me on the orb run. Wow, already, huh? Okay, well, I guess I better go ahead and irradiate this guy. Wow, you said 2, Lisi, you were wrong. It's only taking 1. Jeez. Yeah, that's, I think, was the main target of that, was those mutations. Oh, thank you. I mean, I don't deserve... I've certainly worked on a lot of crawl stuff in my time, but I only do a very small part of it, especially recently. Oh, crap. I guess I can use Irradiate on this guy, huh? There we go. But yeah, it's a big team of people who work on stuff. Some of the stuff that I've worked on that's more prominent is a Gauntlet portal. I made that portal. All sorts of Vault content in general. The recently reworked Fedas, various spells like Frozen Ramparts, Borg's Vile Clutch, a bunch of other stuff over the years. But yeah, most of the new content has come from devs like Pleasing Fungus, E-Bearing, new ones that have joined the team, Hellmonk, new tiles from a new artist dev who joined, Sestrai. I don't forget, I'm probably mispronouncing his handle. We also had a long-time vault maker, Nicole, joined the dev team recently, and Kate, who's also been active recently, doing all sorts of great balance changes. I converted you. I guess you did, Lisa. I guess you converted me. I kind of crapped on this spell. I guess, in fairness, I think my fundamental gripe was the spell was how it was Conjuration's T-Mute, and I just was really... I really disliked that combo because you were trying to think of the kind of character who needs it. But truthfully, like, you're kind of like you pointed out, it actually is pretty good utility and damage. It's not, you know, maybe a character like this isn't going to use it as a primary damage spell, but yeah, this is a huge amount of utility for me, for sure. It's going to make Igni's Wrath way easier than just futzing around with I mean, CBO would probably work, but as I was looking at fire elementals, I saw that they have R elect. I'm like, oh crap. Like, it'll probably still kill them, but if I have to do twice as many casts to kill them, I don't know. Yeah, Frozen Ramparts definitely got some nerfs. It started out like, you know, kind of broken because I was testing out another. It was back in the era. Okay, I guess I should, before I continue yammering, I need to pick some stuff to train. I could preemptively train Invo for Sif, but I'd rather train useful stuff right now. I'm going to turn on spellcasting and level that out, and then we're going to get some more dodging, because that's... We'll start with 8.0. It's harder to get evasion, but I only have 8 decks now. Well, that's a little bit less useful. Unfortunate. Oh yeah, and Merfolk Ice Elementalist is classic. Oh, nice try, Ignis. Nice try. This is kind of why I wanted to save this clearing dungeon for... I was like, oh no, I'm gonna go convert first because this is eating through Wrath. By the way, you can see this if you hit Control O, you can see gods that you worship in yellow. Yellow means like normal standing, which is kind of odd. Usually yellow means like kind of bad, but red means Wrath, and when it switches like to light red, that means Wrath is almost over. You can also, to look it up, you can go to God and look up Ignis, and this message, Ignis well remembers your sin, means that you still have a lot of Wrath points left. Yeah, that's a good point, actually. I forgot about that. I actually can train some armor, and that is very cheap. Good call. Good call. Yeah, I was looking at enchant armor the moment I picked it up, but I actually didn't set. And I think I've identified... Do you lose off when Ignis Wrath ends? You do lose it. It's not a permanent conduct. It's just while you're under Wrath. So it will... Oh, baby! Got the faith, Amy. How did I not see that on, I think, a fully explored level? That's unusual. Huh. I guess I never... I was sitting here the whole time. That wouldn't have done me any good until I switched, but still. Okay, so if you're switch gods, you need to do it early before gaining more faith. No, you don't really want to... Well, okay. Two things. When do you normally want to switch gods? Usually the answer is never. Not during a 3-rune win. It's common to do it more so for 15 runes because there are gods that are great at getting you through 3 runes, but in extended they really fall off. The best time to switch if you're doing a switch like that is actually late in the game when Wrath is relatively trivial. But yes, to answer your original question, Strong Poker, this is a god that you get as a zealot. It's a new zealot class called Cinder Acolyte. And yeah, once you start worshipping Ignis, and once you use up, this is a god where the idea is you start with this god, you make access of its abilities to make the early game good, but then it's sort of a dying god, and so people start worshipping it. And then when you're done using its abilities, you want to switch, but you probably want to switch sooner because its wrath is relatively light, and because otherwise you're running around with a god that does nothing. Yeah, typically at XL14, Wrath would just be no-go, but Ignis is tuned to be on the lighter side. You saw what he did, what Ignis did just recently. Send like 3 fire elementals, and that actually can be kind of scary. For this character, it's looking like it's going to work out okay. XL14 is roughly the target, kind of like just in the beginning of mid-game-ish. Yeah, poor little Ignis. So this is roughly the target. You could obviously do it slightly earlier, slightly later. I mean, you can win the whole game with Ignis if you want, but you're not going to have a very strong god. So the idea, though, is that this is a god whose wrath you can survive. And you want to take the god... Oh, hello. you want to take the god, or you want to switch gods probably earlier. Yes, you start with basically 5 stars of piety. I forget what the value is, and you do not gain piety, nor do you lose piety. So you don't need to worry about, or nor do you lose piety, nor does piety decay normally over time. So you don't need to worry about piety decay, but you have no way to increase your piety. You use the abilities. It has like 3 actives. That one is like make a bunch of foxfires. I think that link I pulled up lists them. Oops, not over in chat. Here's kind of your go-to early ability. There's a newly changed in Trunk. There's a capstone called Rising Flame. I don't know if it has an entry. This is basically like a very short turn guaranteed escape to the previous level above you. So you do this in a short number of turns. It's like less than a teleport on average, but it's not instant. You'll get shafted upwards, and thus it's sort of a quote-unquote guaranteed escape. Obviously, you could use it and still die because the thing could kill you before you trigger it. That's like the capstone. You only get 1 use of that. Although that's a recent. You did before you got a few uses. Only recently has it been changed. I think it's been changed. I don't know. That may not have been merged yet. I forget if it has or not. But that's probably going to get merged. And yeah, there's a middle ability that fills like the fire with like Conjure Flame style smoldering embers that like light into fire after a turn. So it kind of fills the floor with fire clouds, roughly speaking. And yeah, and so part of Igni's Wrath is these shafts, and we're getting one right here. I'm gonna go ahead and map. Thankfully, I landed. Oh, Wave of Frost. Hey, Callie Commuter, thank you so much for the subscription. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Enjoy your emotes. I will be putting all those funds to that mythical dev streaming laptop. I need to update the money count for that. But yeah, I appreciate that. Centaur Warrior is asleep. I'm going to move next to Centaur Warrior, who is asleep. And actually, I'm going to move back down. Map again. Okay, this is not a very good level. We're going to want to head around the edges. Unfortunately, can I poly this game? Salamander, Swampworm. Okay. I might cause fear these guys because I don't necessarily want to deal with them. I'm going to move and let them kind of close in. Hoping I can cause fear. There we go. We're just going to walk, tiptoe all the way back up. I could be a little bit greedy and go back because although this is not the kind of layout you want to have when you on a level you get shafted because it's so wide open. I haven't really encountered much down here, but that doesn't mean... Pretty sweet emotes. Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna be... Oh yeah, that's right. That's the portal. I was thinking, oh, there's a shop over there. No, there is the ice portal over there. I don't have any RC, and unfortunately it's D14, so it's actually going to be a hard portal. God, I had to skip the volcano on this run already. Now I'm going to have to skip the ice cave, too. I mean, I would feel better about even attempting it if I did have some RC. All my stuff is range. I could do it. I have Radiate, I have CBL, and it would be quite nice, but while under Igni's Wrath is kind of comical, actually, but I don't know, it might be a little bit much. Maybe we shouldn't push our luck, right? I'm gonna map this level. Okay, that's not the best. Oh, that's the vault's fault. Damn. Okay, but I can walk through this door. That's good. Oh, Pyromancer. We might CDL here. Yeah, that's what I thought. Nice. Okay. So that shaft that you saw happen, that was Igni's Wrath. He will shaft you, you know, the usual shaft of 1 to 3 levels. Shaft times 3 portal dies the true combo, yeah. Yeah, one turn, exactly, yeah. It's gonna be the hard stuff. If it were an easy ice cave, I would probably go in, but for the hard ice cave, it's unfortunate, because if I had just not gotten shafted and done D14 normally, I could probably be strong enough to, like, check it out, but I would also probably, ideally, not have Igni's Wrath. Manticore. One shot. Oh, Frost Giant. That's a thing. Right, this is, what is this vault? I thought this is the, oh, it's just icy. You know, I probably shouldn't be pressing my luck in this. I don't have any RC. I don't think I really want to Conjure Ball Lightning here. Hey. Nice. Now I'm going to slither my butt out of here. I say that, but I could get... I'm not sure I really want to venture into that. There we go. Oh. Eight-headed Hydra. Huh. Oh, this isn't the vault's entrance. Is it? No, it's... Oh, I should have... Yeah, there's no stairs here. Okay, where is the vault's entrance then? Okay. Do Nagas have butts? This really looks like it, but yeah, it doesn't have door. No, this is not the vault. It's just a bad vault. This is the vault entrance? I don't recall one like this. It's a maze. Oh yeah, it's on D12. Vaults is, it's been a while. Yeah. Oh, it's on D13. Wait. Oh, okay. This is the vault's entrance. Or did I just friggin' see it? No? Yeah. So where is our portal? Does it show up on console on the map? It's been a while since I've looked. Below the preserver. Ah, good call. Yeah, that's one thing about console is I couldn't see that. This vault, I don't recall this vault having windows and these doors. Huh. It's probably just a variant. I think there's a slightly similar layout with quads, but that's just a variant. Okay, anyhow, I got confused. All right, we're gonna head down this corridor out of view of most of this stuff. Create this thing, and then just. So this one I will poly. Ooh, that I like better. Okay, up. Oh, good. Right into the murder vault. Okay. Again. Ooh. Obsidian statue. So I'm having a hell of a time. Hey, lightning round. That's sick. I like that. That's very good. Irradiate change. Oh, good call. I did not. That's a good point. Yeah, I didn't realize that. We're on D13, so yes, once again, we're going to attempt to... So you can see how much you can get shafted with Igni's Wrath. I guess, Oh. Wow. Just gonna static discharge to kind of conserve MP. When the melee come around, then we're gonna switch to the big guns. Uh-huh. Let's see if I can take her out this way. Okay. Now we got Sonya back here, and she's gonna come crush. Ignis is really onto it at this point. Yeah, no immolation, be explosion. Sorry. With RF0, Immolate is... And so what that means is I have no way of getting any RF as long as this Wrath is active. So it's not exactly good time for Immolate. Unless you know you can get away. Is she wearing weapon ones? Short Sword of Distortion. I wonder if I can hit her. Did I kill her? I did. One shot. Very cool. Kill her. Yeah. I would actually consider... I could power one of them. You know what? Why not? You just have to be sure. Okay. Para. One shot of Para is... Okay, that works. There we go. Aha. Wand of Charming, huh? There's the Swamp Drake, Firebat. There we go. I'll take a Harpy. Nice to... No. Well. That Irradiate for Igni's Wrath. Really good. And Ambrosia. Well, I guess the Ambrosia fits. Wow, do they have a special chance for Ambrosia, I wonder? Or is that just, like, awesome, like, theme or something? It is the best item. So saith the chat. Okay, so at this point... Oh, she must have picked it up and it was just part of this vault. I see. Ferrari darts. Komodo dragon. Hopelessly outmatched by CDL. Wow, everyone... Oh, right. That's right. There's this vault. Forgot about the vault. Oh, okay. I'm gonna watch it here. Karari darts? Yeah, Karari darts are pretty sick. That's for sure. They are really valuable. Kind of useful all game. Super panic mode. Yeah, I don't usually, honestly. You know, because I'm kind of careful anyway. So I just always find I have enough consumables. But... Oh, do we have, we have channel. Yeah. So at this point... Let's take a detour and get some info. I like 6 as like kind of a starting amount, although 4, or you know, just so you don't have a... There's more nasty crap in here. I don't really want to actually just check this out. Oh, crap. Did he... What? Oh, I didn't even notice. He already expired his Wrath? Holy crap. Wow. I didn't even comment on it. Well, that's because I didn't even realize it. Jeez. That was short. Man, my last game, he was a lot longer. I want to find the message on it. It's so far back. Here we go. This should be it. Beware. Betrayer, apostate, perish. Ignis with one final cry of rage. Burns out of existence. 3 fire elementals. Yeah, he's dead as a door now. Well, that's sick. Cool. Man, I feel bad about that ice cave. We were so close to... It's the level below... No, yeah, it's not. We don't really want to go shafting down to that. Hey, tremor stones. That's also not bad. I can't carry that many items. An orb of fire. Oh, you know, it's funny you mentioned that. This god, originally Pubby, I don't, you know, the contributor who made Formicids and a bunch of other stuff, Moontroll leather armor, and also whose design kind of was used to become part of Jin, the whole spell gifting thing. He made an experimental god that was called Ignis. I think it was Ignis Ippis or something like that. You may have seen it because you were playing Crawl back that far ago. And Ignis was like a crafting god, totally different than this god, like no relationship to the design, but fire themed. And for Wrath, yeah, for Ignis Wrath was summoning orbs of fire was one of the top end effects. So yeah, good luck surviving that if you abandon early. I never got to play it myself, but it never got out of experimental. Maximum god death. I guess that does sound like a fun Chivo, huh? That's almost like a tournament banner, almost. It's a terrible tournament banner, but it's almost one. It's pretty funny. Book of Misfortune. Yeah, I don't know how many people got to play it, but it, okay, this, by the way, is not how you use CBL, but it didn't matter. Oh, crap, okay. I'm hitting CB, and I gotta not, oh. Oh, Radiate works well on Gargoyle. They resist Elect. Turn down Preserver. Radiate to finish them off. There's a Centaur. Play the most of this fault. I'm still sort of mildly in shock about that Irradiate, or that Ignis Wrath being so fast. Shows you how variable that can be, because, like I said... Oh yeah, that's so one thing about using... let's discharge. Get enough Centaurs on screen, they can actually do something. I didn't even get to Orc. Of course, I'm actually going too deep. Like, now I'm on D13 and I don't need to be. And I only started doing this because I kept getting shafted, and I was like, oh yeah, I really meant to stop at D12. And now I've sort of kept going, but that's cool. All the gods are killable. I totally could see that being a mod, yeah. That seems like a thing that could actually be. Well... Okay, so I guess it would be nice to maybe think about picking up Morningstar Protection. Yeah. Oh, you know what? Does that... Huh, that does not show up? That is really weird. That seems a bug. Did I misread it? No, it doesn't show up. Huh. I mean, this is a pretty cool weapon for this type of character, you have to admit. But that is a bug. It doesn't show up under weapon and ego. It doesn't seem to recognize the ego of EOS. I wonder why that is in the stat search. I need to drop some stuff. We're not going to be in this tower shield. Trying to remember if just a ring. Oh, thank you. Did I? Where did I? Do I have auto pickup off? Slang, evasion, dex, or 4. Oh, what? Wow, this guy got owned. E. We got another lightning rod. Sadly, not much. Oh. Chant weapon. I missed ring from that Centaur pack. You mean I missed in that I picked one up? What? Oh, that's on D15. Yeah, I guess I already had an R-core ring, so it didn't pick it up. So I don't think I missed that. It just didn't pick it up. Yeah. Valuable R-core achieved. I guess I'm not gonna do... I'm probably gonna keep with Faith, because Faith is really nice with Sif. Channel is still pretty high fail rate. But now we don't have MP issues. Alright. I think after all this talk, it's actually finally time to go to work. And make a whole ton of noise. Man, I still can't believe how fast that Ignis Rad wore off. My last game, I swear to God, it was like, it was endless. It was a mummy too, so it was excruciating. I think I might actually go back... Yeah, TLA wouldn't be bad. I forgot about that. I was thinking about a better armor. Yeah, there's probably a lot of TLA. Oh wow, this is the first drop. I've killed a bunch. It's not really a bad call. There's no reason not to. What am I wearing right now? What was I wearing? A +0 robe? Really? Wow. Okay. Well. A little bit of fail there. Oh, we have armor skill. That should have well, covered of some of it. We have a little bit of fail still. We'll go back to some... I guess some more Conjun Air soon enough, or maybe I will actually train a little bit of armor. Yeah, I could stand to train a little bit more armor if I wanted to. Hey, we got 2 stars. I think I'm going to go back and think about... First, let's go to layer 1. Is there any reason to... There's gold there, I guess. Let's go over it this way. Level 15. Epic level up. Any other layer stuff? No. Okay, so where is Rupert? Because I don't want to go down the stairs and be next to him necessarily. This one. Where's Darup? Where did I last see Darup? Okay, it's harder to see on the map. Darup. There's... Not Darup. Not Darup. It's actually slightly harder to see on this big of a map. He's an @sign, isn't he? First of all, yeah, okay. Good check there. Shocking lack of Roop. He should be on the map. Where did I see him? Huh. You know, he might have done that. That is interesting. Well, we should be able to CBL him pretty well. I just want to find him and eliminate him. Speaking of things. Alright. I'm gonna take care of you. Good. So this is, yeah, Rupert's training stealth. Way to go, Rupert. Oh, there he is. You are so dead, Rupert. I'm so sorry, but man, you are dead. Just a small bomb. Okay, now we should be able to clear the rest of this hell end. Not much issues. Beware the blink frogs. I rolled a very high number of jeez. I rolled a lot of these damn weird monsters, to be honest. I rolled... Did I roll 4? I killed 2. I rolled 3, which is not that bad, I guess. I rolled 3 thrashing horrors, a large abomination, and 2 smoke demons. Both of which I polymorphed. Yeah, this song rules. The soundtrack is amazing. I never played the game, but the soundtrack is really good Genesis music. There's another large abomination. Wow, I really rolled. Hellmonk, you need to like look at and the Ancient Zymes, all the weird monsters. I feel like my dev tools aren't doing what they should have been doing. So the reason, if you're wondering why all of the monsters are not in the vault, and you may have noticed that I have explored almost nowhere into the vault. I have barely, I mean not barely, but I haven't even explored, well, this is maybe 2/3 of the level, I guess, or something like that, but not a whole lot more than 50%. It's because I got marked, and it seemed to like empty the contents of the vault very, very effectively. Kind of more effectively than you might normally suspect, because I got marked all the way over like here. Like roughly right around, somewhere right around here. And the vault is all the way over here. And yet the major monsters like all came out. Oh, we got Kirky, it seems. Oh, it's a shapeshifter, okay. Oh, we have another shapeshifter, interesting. Yeah, and I can't stop running into these vault monsters. I'm gonna walk in that vault and it's probably gonna be like, because these blink frogs are also, yeah, all these demons. Oh, nice iron shot. All these demons, the blink frogs too, are this ugly thing. I guess I don't really need to polymorph it, since I pointed out. This elephant, probably not from the vault. Speaking of epic Genesis music, I think there is perhaps no finer example than this very track. Dark Legacy. That was that the GameCube one? That we, me, I don't know if you remember Arrhythmia. We both had played that game, and had fond memories of it, and just how campy and silly it was. And yeah, I agree. That was actually a fun game. Yeah, GameCube, PS2, and it was a very, like, I mean, video games are pretty campy, but even for that, it was pretty fun. It was very grindy and sort of silly, but we both like to like quote the announcers, like, "You found a runestone." Like, he was more excited that you found a runestone than you were, but he really hyped you up for it. Yeah, it was, yeah, and like it had really, really bad, like, the Valkyrie was like this ridiculously over well endowed, but an extremely poorly rendered, like 90s, you know, CG Tomb Raider like graphics. It was just it was like the worst, but it was actually just a fun game to kind of play. I have memories of playing that game with my little brother. That was one game it was a trick to find multiplayer games to play with him where we both could like kind of enjoy it. And that was one though, because it was a simple enough game that it like kept his attention, and I didn't get bored. It was a delicate balancing act there. But yeah, Dark Legacy. I wouldn't enjoy it if I played it today. I'd be like, oh, this is just kind of boring. But at the time, it was cool. Chaos trees, demonic trees, recently added. This was one of my projects. I'd always wanted there to be like a demonic tree, a variation of regular trees, kind of like how we have demonic plants. And Sastre, the new tile dev, was kind of looking for projects. I mentioned how it would be really cool if he could make tree tiles for demonic trees, and he made this really amazing set of tiles. I'm not looking at them right now, but you can see, you know, some of them that are just like this pretty awesome like renditions of what a tree corrupted by the forces of chaos would look like. And initially I had them like summon a demon if you destroyed them. But Kate kind of like vetoed that, and Kate was pretty much right. It was a little bit too much. So now they just leave chaos clouds when you destroy them. Okay, the higher density of demonic trees equals the closer you are to the center of the vault. So getting some... Oh my god. The prophecy came through. I was just talking about what would happen if I got lightning scales. Lisi was there, I think. He was like, this character is one hat of pondering away. And I was like, what will I have to get? And look at what Hellmonk, you're supposed to use the dev tools for yourself, not for me, although I appreciate it. That's insane. I don't even think this is... I don't know that this is one of the vault's loot item. This actually just might be a random item, because this doesn't look like one of the areas in the vault where a loot item is left, although it could be, actually. It might be. I'd have to verify that, but that's insane. That's like insanely good. Yeah, because this little corner... Well, check the vault, check the desks. I'll go back and verify, because I did put... I tweaked his vault location, his loot items a little bit. And I did make some substantial changes from the original version of this vault that he made, and kind of added chances for alternative paths in, and I made the trees not all demonic and kind of get more demonic as you got to the center. I did make a lot of pretty big changes to it, and I did put some loot in some areas, like this one's in the corner. Now this path might be guaranteed. Yeah, it could be. Anyway, that's an epic drop. That just made my character like a lot stronger, because now I got a lot of AC. Aralek, unfortunately, not as impactful. Oh, 3 skulls of noise. I immediately start complaining because I don't get more good loot. I'm like, oh my god. Spriggan skeleton. Identify. Rune scale mail. Yeah, this is the center of the vault. It's like we didn't get anything amazing loot-wise in addition to our scales. Wow, that was what are we gonna do? Okay, at this point, well, I am going into orc, I guess. I may have one more use for immolation. I'm gonna drop the leather. It is. That's nice. Well, I am pretty glad that I did not forget to, thank you for the follow. I really wish... I have Chatty configured to show... It's not from all... Yeah, I can go back and double check. You're probably right, because it is an odd spot, but... Yeah, that's, either way, it doesn't really matter. But, wow. So this makes my movement... Am I not? Oh, are they 1.4? I guess they are. They're 1.4. I've forgotten. So without these, I would have... Yeah, my movement is 1.4, so it's like 40%, and now it's only 20%. So I'm still significantly slower, but it's still a lot better. That's pretty cool. Oh, and look what end we got. Probably Ogre End. This is a nice spot to, Oh, yeah. To decide if I want to try... Yeah, we're getting crap from all angles here. Are there multiple stairs? There are not, so we would have to teleport. Taking upstairs is slightly risky. So if we fight this out, not that it needs it. Yeah, that's true. I don't know what are other capacitive coupling. What does spell power do for this spell now? Does that just lower the noise? Also, oh, it's 98%. Yeah, I need a lot more. I don't know what that... I actually don't know what spell power does to this. If it lowers the threshold a little bit, or if it just decreases noise. Use cause fear to keep enemies away by CBLing. That's actually a fair point. Because two-headed ogres, it'll work. For now I will cast more CBL, and I will channel more magic. To kill you. Oof. So it's arguably a situation where immolation could be kind of interesting, but now we've got a warlord. It's kind of bad news. Can we fear? They're kind of spread out for it to really work all that well, to be honest. It's tempting. Lowers the power of duration, yeah. But it probably scales fairly weakly, because I think that's kind of the point. But it should actually indicate that in the description, so that should be updated. Oh. I'm gonna fear again. Okay. Wow, did I feared the warlord? Well, I guess I'm not complaining about that. Well, we got level ups. Armor, dodging. At this point, it's pretty expensive fighting. You immolated? No. Ah, there's our warlord again. I don't know if I can target him. Problem is the inner flame actually made a chainmail fire resistance. I wonder if I can oh no, wrong one. 26%. That's not that bad. I feared after I immolated, not the other way around. I specifically immolated, then feared. Again, I cast fear again. I think you might be correct about that it will unfear them. Because I feel I even did that this game. But in any case, I just recast it. And the status won't like continuously break their fear or whatever. It's just when you apply it once, I think. So it would be good to maybe parallel. I could charm him. I don't really want him to get close though. Let's he's almost dead. Nice. Okay, our orc. Did he die yet? Feeling wounded? Oh, he's awake now. He's still interflamed. He's still interflamed. He's not. He's just severely wounded. He's also strong. Yeah, I want to kill him, but I keep getting like sandwiched by these different monster spawns, which is sort of funny. Guess I could try to paralyze him again, but it's gonna take like 4 charges on average. I got really lucky with that first turn. I don't think I can hit him with... Oh, Phantom Mirror. That is a good use of Phantom Mirror. Oh, we finally may get the Conjure Ball Lightnings to... He's still not dead. Holy crap, this guy is amazing. He's also no longer immolated, because he's lasted that long. Do I want to bother... I really want to... I can use Lightning Rod. Yeah, I can, but he doesn't seem to have, finally! Good lord! That was, that dude had some staying power. Okay, up we go. That was pretty good, whoa. There were a lot more of these than, I had thought. Okay, okay. Jeez. This is a good time for a Radiate. Real Lightning Bolt. A lot of piety. Well, that was certainly an orc too. Not every problem must be solved with the Radiate, Lacey. Not every single problem. General store. Whoa, that's some sick plate to just, you know, stumble into. Fully enchanted. Blink scroll. I will yoink that. Go ahead and just buy that now too. Simple man. That saying about when all you have is a hammer, everything... And is it? When all you have is a screwdriver, everything starts to look like a nail. I believe that's how it goes. Yep, I would like cancellation and those heal wounds. Mutation is a thing. Some good stuff here as well. Identify. Not sure. Haste. Try that as well. Manual of armor. Airstrike, shock, and swiftness. That is definitely a thing I am interested in. Book of Rhyme, not so much. Book of the Moon. A book written by a mad wizard who had become convinced that the moon far above was composed not of shining light, but of rock as solid as that beneath one's feet. Many of the pages have been... This is, I think PF was sort of following the informal, but in my opinion, very canon Lehudib lore that I wrote for Lehudib's Moonbase. Oh yeah, see, what would a troll be doing with a spell book? Alright, yeah, cool. Interesting that it has silence. I wonder what the connection is to silence and the moon lore. Passage of Galubri makes sense, LCS of course. Book of the Senses. Dazzling Flash, Agony, Silence. Book of Spheres. Ooh, this is a good book. Battlesphere. Silence. No one can... Oh, okay. I guess that's right. I think the space, the direct connection to space was a little bit... Orb of Destruction is kind of nice, sort of. I'm not sure I'll really need it, but not going to buy this now. Manual Armor's probably not going to be a thing. Acid Dragon Scales, nah. Blank Skull, I will buy now. Enchant Armor. I was interested in Enchant Armor when I had a +0 Barding, but now that I have a +6 Lightning Scales, I'm slightly less... I still make good use of it, but... Speaking of silence... Right, weapon, okay. Naleg. Now, I think that's a very plausible explanation. I think that makes a lot of sense. So we're looking a lot better on consumables, particularly after I buy some of the ones in these shops. We'll have... I don't think I bought the heal wounds quite yet. Wait, there's heal wounds. Did I buy the ones in the shops? Yeah, I didn't even put these on here. This as well. Now we can take a look at these upstairs, which each lead to, which lead to some other area. It's gonna have some more. We definitely want to get back into our spell skills eventually. Because, well, we would like to get Maxwell's capacitive coupling to be able to kill kind of any monster in the game, because there are some things that... I don't think Maxwell's cares about our elect. I'm pretty sure that aspect was kept. And it looks like this area was both of our upstairs, so... Pretty sure, anyway. Yeah, and the other one. Yep. Okay. Did I... Oh no, I haven't reached 5 stars yet. I'm at 4, so I was wondering if I had gotten a book gift yet. Book of Air is, I think I'm just going to buy that. That's just a really solid pickup. It's also kind of good. Air strike. Okay, what do we want to memorize? Fusing Touch. I think that can go. Swift level 3. I guess I'm out of amnesia. I could use Sif amnesia right now, but it would just be for Swift. Sif is actually pretty good for us because we're going to have good spell power with it, since we'll be training so much air, so it's really an effective escape. On top of having 1.2, that means with Swift, I think we run away at 1.0, which doesn't seem that amazing, but, you know. I mean, it's still, even if you're not, you know, as long as you're making decent distance, you can always haste if you want, I guess. I don't know that we want to waste time with the conch staff quite yet. How much mutation do I have? 2, it's not a whole lot. Buy that. Hold off on always more telly. We'll come back for that haste later. Drop the dex ring, the evasion ring. What is my will? Yeah. I'll have a bit more evasion. I mean, I can always swap to will when I see something with the hex. It's kind of annoying, but it's also helpful. And I think that does it. I probably have dodge. Well, I only have 6 dodging, so it's not that big of a deal. Okay. S branches are shoals and snake. So, really, it's fine. Shock serpents are immune to elect, but I have our elect. I can irradiate them. The Nagas will die. It'll be a lot easier to CBL Nagas, and the snakes are like whatever. And then shoals. CBL is pretty good in shoals. So I'm not too concerned. This is the type of character that doesn't much care too much about what layer branches it gets, I think. Just because it has, you know, it has our poison. Not going to be super relevant. It has the elemental resist that it cares about the most. I don't actually have any RF, but... Grip Ice Cave. Drop attraction. That didn't wake up the levels monsters, nothing will. There's fighting. Wow, a lot of sign creatures. There's a potion of haste there. Enough that... Thank you. Thank you very much. And D15. This was a level I got shafted to, but didn't have to fight anything. Thankfully. I should have known. Should have known. I just happen to have a good ranged option, Lacey. It's Conjure Ball Lightning. It's a good spell. They're good spells, Lisi. They're good air spells. Oh, here we go. Polymorph? Sure. Oh, I also have Airstrike. I gotta remember that I found that. Hey, our friend the Boulder Beetle. Level 16. Magical power, that's a fun one. Probably actually a little bit more useful than +4 EV, just because it's nice to have. Oh. Okay, Rex Stone Giant. Is that a shapeshifter or is that a real one? Okay. Ah, that's what it was. It was the Depth Sentry. Wouldn't usually see a stone giant. More enchant armor. I gotta figure out what to do. Oh, I have brand. Nice, Charming Wand. Mind Burst. Oh no, Sizzling Splash. Oh no, 4. Okay. Oh man, Corpse. God, I bet he was probably carrying something good. Shoot me with an arrow. Okay, so he had a bow, he had an arrow, his corpse, and armor. Okay, it was probably nothing then. Good. That would have been scary if he had dropped my, I don't know what would have been my Robe of Art Magi. Anywhere else left to go at this point? Well, this character is stabilized. It's in a pretty good spot. It was kind of shaky, but still chugging along okay last stream at the end of Lair. And CBL was castable in short order and did what we needed, and Ignis Wrath Irradiate was a great suggestion. I probably would have stumbled on that eventually, I hope. But yeah, I don't think even Lisi actually he just like hyped it. But I don't know, it's in theory that I wouldn't have used that spell, but I think once I saw that I had it, I wonder how I probably picked it up in some random spell book. But yeah, that really made short work of the elementals. I think CBL would have been okay too, to be honest, but it was even more straightforward with Irradiate, so that's cool. And yeah, CBL doing good work.